Liang-kun, how could you do this? You're actually being fierce towards me for a bitch, and allowing her to humiliate me. I am your actual wife, the official wife that you used betrothal gifts to marry and bring home. You actually dared to hit me? Saying beep here and there, the Su family is also a family of scholars. Just how did they teach you? Xiaoting is born from a good family, plus times are different now, there's no difference comparing her with you. She's a dancing hall prostitute, she seduced you, she humiliated me on the streets, yet you're helping her? Shut up, she's not some prostitute, she's a pure soul. You shrew. If it weren't for you suddenly coming out to humiliate her, she would have definitely agreed to be with me. If it wasn't for you pestering me relentlessly, why would she think of leaving me? Liang-kun, have you forgotten just what you had to do to marry me? You and that beep will suffer an unbearable death. 'Tis a new age, freedom of dating is encouraged, how could you be compared to her? Previously, even though you were fat, you were kind and considerate, now you've become a crazy woman that I don't recognize. Master, how could you hit the madam? She has only herself to blame. Myself to blame. Madam. Hurry and call the doctor, hurry. Don't move, it's uncomfortable. Madam. Madam. How could he hit you again? No one dared to hurt you back in your maiden home. That year when he came to my family to ask for marriage, he said he wouldn't let me suffer no matter what. My Su family is a noble family since the last dynasty. Father is a famous patriotic merchant, older brother has a high position within the army. But the Liang family lost their money long ago. Only Liang-kun is providing for his mother and himself through his job in the Ministry of Finance. Although the Liang family are good friends with our family, but they're already on the edge of poverty. You still wish to take this marriage? I'm willing to marry him, to hold up the Liang family together and live a happy life. Father gifted half of the Su family's assets as a betrothal gift to the Liang family. I put away my arrogant behavior and served my mother-in-law and husband. I thought this would be my simple yet happy life, but she suddenly appeared in front of me. So you are Su Luxia? So ugly and no talent, on what basis are you the female lead and you're even together with him? Since I've transmigrated to this world, then everything that you have will belong to me. Female lead? Transmigrate? Why are you speaking so strangely? Who exactly are you? A mere native, you don't have the right to know. No one knew where this mysterious girl came from. Since then, Liang-kun goes to the dance hall every day and doesn't care about family matters. For her, he ignores and yells at his wife by first marriage in public. Su Luxia, you stupid shrew, how can you speak to shouting like this? He even hits and kicks me when he's in a bad mood. Mother-in-law only cares about her own son and her material life. If he likes her, then so be it. The man is working hard outside, why do you have to make him angry? And a husband should teach his wife a lesson once in a while. How can you say it's a beating? Madam. The Liang family is only able to live so comfortably now because of my Su family, yet they treat me like so. I'm unable to be reconciled to this. I want them to regret. I want them to live in regret for the rest of their lives as atonement. The madam has fainted. Hurry and call the doctor. Carry the madam to the bed. Host entering, reading memories, reading of data complete, all restrictions have been removed. You're awake, good morning host, it's time to get high. Is this domestic violence? I could let others go, but a cheating that does domestic violence must die. Wait, isn't this Little World the 126 episodic sad drama about a family in China? It's about a humorous female lead, who married a handsome but flirty male lead and experienced a lot of troubles. And the original host is the female lead, don't we only transmigrate into the supporting female lead? In the end, the female lead uses her kindness to make her husband who hates her to come to his senses, she also makes her fastidious mother-in-law accept her, finally walking towards a beautiful life. Why would she have resentment that would summon the host? Oh, the main system has a hint, it seems she met with a transmigrated girl that came to cause trouble. Transmigrated girl? Some people will accidentally transmigrate into a book they've read or into the world of a drama. They will then participate in changing history. Some even kill off the original, main characters and replace them, without knowing that it will bring the risk of destruction to the world. This transmigrated girl called Bai Ting seduced the male lead Liang-kun, corrupting the original Liang-kun who was flirty yet still a bit considerate. he started to betray his family and eventually beat the female lead to death. If I hadn't arrived in time, this world would have probably fallen into complete ruin. Then what do we do now? Of course we have to fulfill the female lead's wish to make them regret for the rest of their lives. Let this senior teach her that there are some things kids should play with. 2 days later. So this is the Liang family's house? Previously, I only saw these types of mansions in drama. Won't your wife be mad? She was being immature last time. I've already disciplined her. Being able to meet you is the most fortunate thing in my life. I've been a long-time fan of Luo Yi, the actor acting as Liang Kun. That's why I binged the whole stupid long drama. Although I don't like this Liang Kun's personality, his face is the same as Luo Yi. I definitely need to snatch Luo Yi from that fatty's hands. Mother Wang, prepare extra tea and Western desserts for shouting. The fatty isn't someone I need to worry about, since I know the plot. Dealing with her will be easy. This is a new Western dessert that recently came in. Try some. Isn't it just cake? It only tastes good after adding fruits and chocolate then putting it into the refrigerator. This is too plain. What is that? It's just drizzling chocolate onto the cake. It's my personal innovation, hee hee. Bring the tea to the master and his guest. Madam, why did you get up today? You should rest more. Go on, what's wrong? The master He actually brought that show girl here. Madam, I think you shouldn't go out. I am a kind-hearted person by nature and do not start disputes. The host's drama queen's sickness is getting worse. Since the other party has already brought the fight to the house, then what's wrong with me taking a crack at them? I knew it. Do you not even have coffee beans to grind? People actually eat these cracker? That Western clock over there is blocking too much sunlight. Don't you think it's a bit unnecessary? 2 servants come here. Move it away from me. Put it down. What relation does Miss Bai have with the Liang family that makes you seem more like the master than me? You have no sense of style and randomly put things yet you won't let others point it out. I'm doing this for your benefit. Brother Kun, I've read a lot of local and foreign books about interior design. She won't even accept these small opinions of mine? You say she has no rights, then I have the rights. Move that broken clock away. My lord, this is something that father-in-law said not to move when he was alive. If mother-in-law finds out it was moved, mother-in-law might. Shouting, that really can't. Brother Kun, you. Sister Sue, I'm just blunt with my words, don't be angry. These are my own skincare products, for you to broaden your horizons. If a woman doesn't take care of her appearance, Brother Kun will be embarrassed outside. Sister, even if you're ugly, you shouldn't give up. Aren't you afraid that you'll scare off Brother Kun when he sees you at night? The quality of your pearl powder is way too horrible. Even the ones I give my servants to use are better. Go and get me the pearls from the storage room. You're insulting me. What are you saying? These are also part of the dowry sent by my maiden home. Oh my, it actually is a genuine natural pearl. It was already considered a good deal that the pearl powder bought from Zbao in my last life was not fake, and it was so expensive too. Since it is Sister Sue's good intentions, then I will reluctantly accept it. Since Miss Bai isn't satisfied with my useless item, then I won't dirty your hand, else it'll seem like I'm not knowledgeable. In the future, Miss Bai shouldn't play around with these things. The quality isn't even as good as applying tea to your face. Previously, in the palace, they had all kinds of skincare prescriptions. Considering that my maiden family is a distinguished clan, how about I get you some cheap materials? I'm not lacking anything. What Chanel, Lamer, Dior have I not seen before? That's good then. Don't ruin a perfectly beautiful face using poor quality goods. Miss Bai, if you're just here to deliver some trash to me today, then I'll have to ask you to leave. You fat hag. I had thought that although Miss Bai was just a showgirl who will never stand on a main stage, but was at least beautiful in appearance, and clever in mind, in the end I am greatly disappointed. How can I accept this kind of person? Mother Wang, send the guest out. Brother Kun, I didn't mean to blame my foolishness for always making Sister Sue angry. Su Luxiao, stop right there. I am the head of the house. It's not your place to show attitude towards my guest. Tell the master, my anger has made me seriously ill, so I'll have to rest for a while. Yes, madam. Host, why did you just give up so easily? I merely found an excuse to not go out. Hand it over. I need to prepare a companion for myself. I understand. The host is planning on making a child for herself. Tada, little guy's secret weapon name, pregnancy stone. A mother's honor anchor, plaque. I want the diet pill. I am a male rat, what if I get pregnant? The effectiveness of this medicine seems pretty strong? Su Lucia, look at how you're acting, get out here. Master, the madam became sick from excessive anger just now and can't get up from the bed, you shouldn't go in right now. If you have the guts to, then never come out ever again. Since she doesn't take you seriously, just divorce her. Who's afraid of who? If I do, the Su family won't to take this lying down. It would best if she dies of illness, then the Su family wouldn't be able to blame me for remarrying. Half a month later. The madam hasn't left the room for half a month and won't allow us to take care of her. Nothing happened, right? The master actually never bothered or asked, going out every day for pleasure. Today I ran into young Master Su when buying groceries. He even asked about madam's health. Since he has asked, then just say it straight. Before the madam married, she never experienced this sort of treatment. The eldest young master cares for this little sister of his the most. This is soup to nourish the madam's health. Don't let it get cold. Hurry and go serve it to her. Yes. Host, you're too wasteful. You actually use the golden remedy that can change one's cultivation aptitude to detoxify and become beautiful. Madam, your trotter soup is ready. Bring it in. Madam, you've gotten slimmer. Weight loss after a severe illness is unavoidable. The clothes in the wardrobe don't fit anymore. Have someone make new ones. You have suffered, back in your maiden family. Your waist never got any slimmer than 32.8 inches. The original host family, did they open a slaughterhouse? Oh, my heart aches at the sight. Tonight I will make dried fish soup, which is very good for the flesh. Here, drink trotter soup. Drinking such oily soups every day, I feel like I've gained a few pounds. I'm just trying to speed up your metabolism, so that the pregnancy stone can quickly come out. But if you happen to give birth, should the poor child call you dad or mom? Then who can tell me, can a system actually get pregnant? But after slimming down, this face looks pretty nice. Madam, something bad has happened. Young Master Su has hit the master, and even brought men to surround the entrance. Liang-kun, you have quite the nerve. Father shouldn't have allowed my younger sister to marry you. At present she's bedridden, yet you're fooling around outside. What could possibly happen to her? Eldest brother-in-law, how could you hit people? The Su family are too unreasonable. The servants said she's so sick that she can't even get out of bed. If you're not hiding anything, then let me in to see her. She's still having her afternoon nap. I haven't bothered about her for a long time. Who the hell knows how sick she's become? When this brother-in-law gets crazy, he doesn't recognize people. If I don't see her today, I won't be leaving. Get out of the way. Brother, stop, it's broad daylight, yet brother is hitting my husband at the front door. If people see, we'll become a laughingstock. Host, didn't Mother Wang bring new clothes over? Why are you still wearing this one? This way I'll seem more like a weak willow trembling in the wind. Lucia, how have you become so slim? Where's your 34 inches waist? Enough, I don't want to hear this number that is tied to a dark past ever again. Is Liang-kun mistreating you? Don't be scared, brother will back you up. What is brother saying? I just think that it's better to be slimmer. If you don't leave, you'll be late to the barracks. Don't worry, I'm doing well in the Liang family. When I was sick, my husband personally came to make sure I ate and took care of me, so don't worry. Yes, brother-in-law, I take very good care of her. I hope you can do as you say. I'll be leaving now. Young master, young Miss Su's hands have signs of being hit. I saw it early on, but I wanted to protect my sister's reputation and so didn't call out on it. The one with surname Liang, I'm going to give you a darn good lesson. I thought you wouldn't help me. You are my husband, no matter how big the issues between us are, I can't take your future as a joke. Previously, I went to find Bai Ting because I was scared she'll say things that she shouldn't and ruin your reputation. Lucia, If you like her, then just marry her in as a concubine. As long as you're happy. I didn't expect that after a serious sickness. Not only did you slim down, your personality has also softened. I'm going to go rest, you should too. Lucia. Will the cheating beepstard be so touched that he'll become good? The amount of times a man cheats is only either 0 or countless. There's no such time as becoming good again. Then aren't you bringing the wolf into the den by allowing Bai Ting into the family? Don't worry about it, she won't agree. Transmigrated girls are arrogant. They believe that the whole world revolves around them. How could she willingly be a concubine? Few days later. Please follow me. Host, so this dance hall is actually the Su family's business? Else where did you think the cheating beepstart met that transmigrated girl? In the drama, as someone who pays attention to women's virtues, the original host really hated these businesses of the Su family. She never came by, and only knew to focus on serving her husband and mother-in-law wholeheartedly. It's these original works with bad perspectives of life that act out a bunch of weird little worlds. Oh right, who's the person singing? Madam Su, that is our Rose Dance Hall's current hottest hit, Miss Chang Chun. I heard our dance hall has someone called Bai Ting. We do have one, but she isn't really liked by customers. This transmigrated girl can't even become the main feature of the dance hall? Doesn't she have a lot of fresh and new ideas? She does have talent, but no one can understand her song lyrics, and she acts like a diva, so the customers naturally won't want to spend money on her, and recently more dance halls have opened up, so a lot of our customers were stolen by them. Then let's make another top hit popular showgirl. You mean? She'll be the one, call her over here. Host, why are you helping her? Do you plan to betray our profound friendship? Since she wants to steal my nominal husband, then I'll let her sell herself to earn money for me. I'll use her to earn some money and then deal with her, isn't that better? Will she work for you though? Presently, I am the owner of Rose Dance Hall Madam Su, and I lost around £Go. Do you think she'll recognize me? You lost that 34.1 inch. Host, you're being petty and requite my kindness with enmity. I'm just helping you clear your intestines. You haven't thrown up the pregnancy stone yet? Madam, I brought the person over. Miss Bai, this is our Rose Dance Hall's owner. You can just call me Madam. Greetings, Madam. The owner of this dance hall is actually such a beautiful woman with a great figure. This character never appeared in the drama? Looks pretty okay. If we pretty her up, she'll get at least 5 points. Host, you're way too petty. Recently there has been more dance halls that have opened. I wish to erect some pillars. You want me to be the main feature? Sure, but I have some conditions. First, I won't accompany customers to drink. Second, I will only sing songs that I want to sing. Third, I will only sing once in the evening. Fourth, I'll reject clothes that I don't like. Fifth, does she think she's an international superstar? Is Miss Bai misunderstanding something? I'm not begging you to do it. Other than singing, clear out 2 hours of your time every day. Wait, what did you say? Teach others what you know, do you understand? No, these are all my original songs. I can only guarantee that you'll be the first one to sing it, but you still need to teach. Without me, you are nothing. If you can't do what I want, then leave my place. I am 1 in a million, you will definitely regret making me leave. If you can make me regret with you leaving, then I can just prevent you from being able to leave. Even if it's the Republic of China, it's also a federal society. You can't just disregard human life. In Rose, I am the law. First do these things. As to whether or not you're going to be accompanying guests, it'll take but a mere order from me. How did it turn out like this? Shouldn't she be begging for me to stay? I am the female lead. If I'm happy, you will be a white lotus that nobody can step on. If I'm not, you are just a compromised woman. Write down what you know onto a paper. I'll pick your songs. How can she treat me like this? I need to let Brother Kun. No, I can't let Brother Kun see her. This woman is so pretty. With Liang Kun's flirtatious personality, he will definitely. Madam, this is the list that Bai Ting handed over. Please look over it. Host, you can't actually want to make her popular, right? I finally don't need to listen to her sing nunchucks anymore. Awesome. If she becomes popular, then how will we turn the tables? Your focus is on this? Look at how worried you are. How can I not use such a perfect laborer that came up to me herself? Host, you really are making the best use of her and taking advantage of every opportunity. Don't worry, when someone's popular there's a lot of drama, plus she's living in quite dire straits right now. How can she catch the eyes of others? This world has an impressive character. His family background, appearance, attitude are all impressive, and he's also an impressive scumbag. General Wei's family has an only son, Wei Qing. He just came back from studying abroad in Germany. He's young but he has obtained several military achievements. He's a wolf that can instill fear in the hearts of people. Marshall Rose recently has a new popular singer, she's pretty and always sings songs that people have never heard of before. Do you think this kind of person can become Liang-kun's love rival? This is actually an overbearing warlord. Wait, host, are you not scared that the transmigrated girl will get the overbearing warlord's favor and makes all your plans not work? Why am I also getting excited and moved? Although Marshal Wei is flirtatious and ruthless, he has a white moonlight that he cannot have. The actual meaning of white moonlight, this comes from Eileen Chang's Red Rose, White Rose. The original passage is: every man may have two or at least two women in his life, the gorgeous one like a red rose and the plain one like a white rose. If he marries the red rose, she will be a mosquito blood streak smeared on the wall eventually, while the white rose will remain shining moonlight. If he marries the white rose, she will eventually be the grain of rice stuck on his clothes, while the red rose will be a scarlet birthmark over his heart. This phrase also popped up in the drama Story of Yankee Palace, where the emperor calls the empress the white moonlight in his heart. The phrase is basically referring to someone who you long for but cannot obtain, always on your heart but not by your side, someone forever beautiful and unblemished. That's right, in the drama, Wei Qing had a crush on a girl, but it was a bitter plot. In the end, that girl had a plane accident on her way back. It made Wei Qing regret for his whole life. And that white moonlight is actually Suluxia's best friend. This is also what I found out through the original hosts. Now with me here, I won't let my best friend experience a plane accident. What do you think will happen when Bai Ting thinks she has attracted Wei Qing only for his white moonlight to appear beside him? He's a man, the unobtainable is always the best. Ah, ouch. Yo, little guy, you seem to really know what men think, even showing characteristics of a cheating beastard. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Host, I'm only following on from what you said. Let's go dress up Miss Bai, and let her stun the whole audience. Marshal Wei really is a young hero. When those other countries heard of your army, their legs were trembling. You just came back. Are you having fun? It's boring. Then is there a woman you like? I heard the old general is also pushing you to get married. Those women, each one of them are futile, ignorant, timid, and cowardly. One who can enter my eyes is... Hello everyone, I am White Rose. Today I am going to perform an original called Chrysanthemum Flower Bed. Marshal Wei has a lot of knowledge and is unlike us. How can those women in rouge powder enter your eyes? Marshal Wei. Who is she? She is Rose's newly popular singer, White Rose. White Rose. A bunch of uncultured people, who calls for an encore on the song Chrysanthemum Flower Bed. What's with all these flowers? Could it be Brother Kun who sent them? Ah? These flowers? These are all gifts from the Marshal. Ah? Marshal? No name nor surname. Who knows who the hell he is? He's probably some background character. Hurry and throw them out for me. This is the first time someone dares to throw my flowers away. So it was. Ning Xinrong, no, this is within the drama. Ning Xinrong casted as Marshal Wei Qing. So you are White Rose? Woman, leave with me. Wait, I still haven't finished singing for tonight. If I say you won't be singing anymore, who dares to keep you? When watching the drama, I only cared about watching Liang Kun's scenes. I never thought Wei Qing would have more of a temperament. It's not a waste that I dressed her up tonight according to Marshal Wei's preferences. Marshal Wei has a good reputation because he's very clear-headed. And a clear-headed scumbag is the most terrifying. Bai Ting is not clear-headed, although she likes Liang Kun, but it won't stop her from finding a spare tire. Between Liang Kun and Wei Qing, who do you think is more like that spare tire? Few days later. Currently the shops that are doing the best are the Tea House and the Silver House. Presently, the restaurant is the one with issues. I've already passed on your orders to the managers downstairs. That's good, give them more tea, don't give them bad service, and don't let them leave. Madam, ever since you married over here, you never bothered about these shops that were part of your dowry, this time. Now I've got time to deal with them properly, so I can avoid those who only know to reap benefits. Liang family is also a large clan, so the financial records definitely need to be written clearly. They can't be mixing their money with mine, a married in madam. Madam, relying on master's income has not been enough for a while now. The profits by a lot of the shops were all taken to patch up the Liang family's never-ending hole. Don't worry, I won't go after the money from the past, since we're currently still a family. Madam, could you be planning to? Please reconsider. Women who have divorced have a hard time remarrying. According to my husband's words, it's a new generation now, so who says I can't remarry after I divorce? Wait until I earn millions of money to take in 10 or so pretty boys, wouldn't that be great? Host, are you not scared you'll be considered a cheating bitch and be eradicated? Several days later. Where's everyone? Did they all die? I came home yet no one is here to serve me. Master, I was helping Mother Wang in the kitchen earlier. How the hell did you become a servant when you can't even use your eyes properly? Go and bring a cup of tea over. I'll bring it over immediately. Master Liang has been rather irritated these days. He's not even trying to contain it. Isn't this your work? First, he is continuously getting frustrated at work and his paycheck has been cut quite a bit. The promotion that was going to be given to him was also abruptly cancelled. When meeting members from the Su family, they'll give him all sorts of trouble. Normally, when one's career goes downhill, relationships should be on the rise. However, Liang Kun's green hat just keeps getting greener. Although Bai Ting is not considering accepting the overbearing Wei Qing's pursuit, she doesn't stop him from courting her. Who could be as fortunate as I am, to be pursued by both their idol and king of the silver screen at the same time? Movie King Ning also did not marry in the real world. Next time I see Su Lucia, I'll wear them all. Let's see if she'll still make fun of me for being poor. Marshal Wei, where are we going to today? However, the one who loses everything won't be the overbearing Wei Qing because Bai Ting is also scared of him. Xiao Ting. Who is this man? Who are you, to dare walk together with Bai Ting? What the hell are you then? Stupid trash, you dare to touch the marshal's woman. Getting tired of living, are you? Don't hit him, Brother Kun, Marshal Wei. White Rose, tell him, did this marshal force you? Don't hit him anymore, I only. With Marshal Wei. I cannot let Movie King Ning hate me, but seeing Brother Luoi like this makes my heart ache. Liang Kun, right? I'll remember you. Brother Kun. End of flashback. Karma really does bring unhappiness. Whenever I think of what the cheating bastard experienced recently, I just feel so happy. Esteemed host, calm down, the mission has not ended yet. Just how old is this tea? Do you even know what you're doing? Master, I'm at fault, but what's the use of blaming a small maid when there's no tea leaves in the house? It's not like we can tell her to use her meager wages to buy some, right? Besides, although this tea is a little bitter, it's still something good that came from the south. My lord, just bear with it. Then what are you doing? You don't know how to tell the steward to buy new tea. Look at how you're speaking. It's you who is useless if there's no money in the house. What does it have to do with me? I don't believe that the Liang family can become poor to this extent, you useless piece of nothing. My lord, what are you saying? The Liang family has been impoverished since father-in-law's generation. I have never asked after the money you earn from work. The profits from my shops are usually used for the home expenses, but the stores are old, and the profits are also. Why did you never mention this to me? Su Luxiao, what senseless arguments are you throwing at me, son, again? It's like saying our Liang family is living off our daughter-in-law's family. My son is working hard outside, yet you can't even manage your own stores well? Since you have no ability, then give it to someone in the Liang family to manage it. Mother, I'm sorry, it's all my fault, I'm incompetent. I don't need my wife to support me. What if others hear of this and laugh? Her shoulders have actually slimmed to this extent. Ever since her serious illness, I haven't truly looked at her, but she is also a fragile and beautiful woman. Since she has married into the Liang family, then she is a member of the Liang family. Married for 2 years, yet she has not given birth to any children. What's wrong with helping the family financially? Mother, you need not speak anymore. I will never take the money from Lucia's dowry. I too am a man with a career. I must not let my superiors know about the Liang family's situation, otherwise my promotion is hopeless. Those are the exact words I wanted to hear, else how could I dare to be at ease while making money? Women nowadays work outside to help their family. Who is like her always idling around at home? Fine, don't use her dowry, but don't you dare use my money either. Mother went shopping at the department store again? Don't you guys know to dissuade her? Master, how could we dare to stop the old madam? My lord, I also want to go out to work, but I don't know how to do anything, only. You were pampered since childhood and have never suffered any hardship. How can you go out to work? But, however, you must learn from shouting in this regard. She is very independent and earns no less than men. Looks like for the time being I can't take any money from the family to buy jewelry for shouting. You want me to go to a singing hall to sing and dance for people? What's wrong with that? She can support herself. This is how women of the new era should be like. Without me, a spoiled noble young lady like you wouldn't be able to live a day outside. Men, this is how they piss. Seeing that Bai Ting is being pursued and desired, he feels that she is more precious. Exactly. And that mother-in-law really is a selfish, self-interested and self-important person. She's worthy of being the mother of Liang Kun. Remember this, women shouldn't be docile. Every time they take a step backwards, they lose a bit of their dignity. Host, why are you speaking to me in such a sisterly teaching tone? Once the baby is born, then aren't we sisters? I will spit out the pregnancy stone, I definitely will. Host, do you not believe that I will die together with you if you make this joke again? I've made new recipes for the restaurants under my name these past 2 days. Do you want to eat all around the city today? Yes. Hee hee, so easy Taomicron please. Did you finish the phone call I asked you to make? It has all been arranged as you requested. If Marshal Wei makes an appointment for a feast, then I'll invite the old Madam of Li Manor to make an appearance. Madam Li is a close friend of my mother-in-law. They are birds of the same feather, so make sure not to neglect her. Yes. Strange, why does it sound like Madame Su is cursing someone? Host, this caramel bamboo is delicious. Stop eating. Sure enough, Marshal Wei brought Bai Ting here. That's why I specifically had Madame Li come to the restaurant by coincidence. She is a nosy person who loves to gossip. Whatever happens will be reported to that mother-in-law of mine by afternoon, guaranteed. Marshal, are we eating here today? This restaurant is Xiaowei's best friend's business. It's well known and secured. Xiaowei? I almost forgot. Isn't she Wei Qing's white moonlight who died early in a plane crash? Wei Qing, how am I compared to that Xiaowei? Even Su Luxia was defeated by me. What is this girl compared to me? Who the hell do you think you are to compare with her? Is that Marshal Wei? The one next to him, isn't she the recently popular White Rose? She doesn't look that impressive when she's off the stage. Marshal, don't be angry, I was only joking, nothing else. She's just a person that's going to die anyway. Marshal Wei, you're looking as handsome as always. Do away with the formalities. I've already sent my lieutenant to make an appointment. Yes, Marshal Wei, please come this way. Later I'll need to go out of the city to patrol the military camp. After eating, let my lieutenant send you back. Oh right. Someone sent a Western watch as a present, you can have it to play with. Patek Philippe's gemstone watch? If I can bring this back to modern times, it'll be worth tens of millions in auctions. It's rare for Director Liang to be footing the bill, we must drink our fill. Haha, you guys better not ruin the mood. This voice. Could it be? Shouting? Shouting, why are you here? Is this also something he gave you? Oh no. Wei Qing, please stay away from my woman. Do you like to harass girls? The rules of society are all ruined by military soldiers like you. My watch. Director Liang, was the lesson from last time not enough? Moreover, isn't your woman the eldest young miss of the Su family? As I recall, that woman isn't Brother Liang's wife, right? I heard they met at a dancing hall. Hey, don't mess with the militaire for this one girl. Shouting is like my younger sister, of course Su Luxia will accept her. Shouting is so kind, she can take care of Luxia and they will be like sisters. I, Bai Ting, will never be a mistress in this lifetime. I will only be married respectfully into the family. I am helping you. If you can't announce to the Su family that I am your wife, then you cannot meddle in my affairs. I must make him divorce Su Luxia, then marry me into the family. Director Liang, don't go overboard. I'm only going easy on you because your wife is Xiaowei's best friend. If you really anger me, do you believe that your position as finance director can protect you? It's Xiaowei again, isn't she just your white moonlight? If I imitate her, Wei Qing won't be able to let me go. The watch is broken now. This is something that I could never afford in my whole life. Marshal Wei, Mr. Liang, excuse me, I still have work tonight. Oh my, isn't the person downstairs Madame Liang's son? I heard a while back that he's obsessed with a singer. I thought it was just a rumor, but I didn't think it was the truth. Yet she's always boasting about how obedient her son is. Aren't you good friends with Madame Liang? How could you not be aware of the inside story? Thank goodness I came here to eat today, or else I wouldn't have been able to get this gossip. That old sister of mine hid all this from me. I'll go to her house after a few days and grill her about it. Could this be the makeup from the newly opened store in the south of the city? A lead spearmint foundation or something? This is amazing, this powder is so light. Next time I'll go take a look. I really hope they will sell more. These two products are also from that store. Too bad there's always a limit to their products. I couldn't get anything. Look at you. I'll let you try it out later, okay? Although that showgirl has a bad background, her looks aren't bad. Being pale can cover some ugliness. It's just that you don't wear makeup, else how could you lose out to her? I hear these showgirls from Rose Ballroom all have a unique form of skincare. I'm so envious. If I can get it, then I'll sell it at a high price. Madam Lee, don't be petty, let us take a look too. Be careful, don't break it. How can you eat so much? Bai Ting is really like a prostitute. I'm not done eating. Wei Qing also lives up to his reputation of being an overbearing warlord. The most satisfying part was seeing the cheating bastard get beaten. Host, what are you doing? Hurry and return it to me. Ah, my caramel-flavored bamboo. For a cheating beepstard that partakes in domestic abuse, being beaten isn't enough. I want to ruin his reputation, to mentally and emotionally break him. But the makeup products that I arranged to be produced earlier should be ready to be put on the market. Just say that it's the brand that White Rose is using, limited edition. Host, so you made the transmigrated girl popular for this reason. My resources and efforts cannot be wasted, so of course I can't take a loss in profits. But I also can't be impatient, wool needs to be pulled out one bundle at a time. Half a month later. Madam, this is the new innovation that White Rose made, called a face mask. Wow, it looks pretty cheap. It's like an extra layer of skin when applied. It looks pretty scary. But that White Rose knows a lot of things. Can this thing actually make your skin smooth and shiny? Well, it can, but that stingy personality of hers really hasn't changed. Put it away, then use the formula that I wrote to make more face masks. The wrapping must look exquisite. Sell the two varieties separately. Take care of this matter for me. After the first round of products are sold, you will get your benefits. Madam, since it has become a big business, why don't you put Spearmint Makeup under your name? The dancing hall isn't under my name, isn't it still my business? Yes, I've said too much. I will now go to work according to your orders. Of course it can't be put under my name. If that mother-in-law of mine finds out, then can I still get a divorce? As expected, still stingy. This is called laying low to protect my wealth after divorce, do you understand? Let's go. We'll send some love to my mother-in-law's circle. Host, your expression right now makes it look more like you're going to check the water meter. Humph. What nonsense are you saying? Liang residence. Who does that woman think she is? Mother, why are you so angry? Be careful about your health. Why can't you even mind your own husband, you useless thing? What happened? Did something happen to my husband? Good luck, host. This year's Movie Queen Award is waiting for you. How could you let your man get slapped by a showgirl in a hotel? Don't say any more. Madam Liang, aren't you scared that your daughter-in-law will go cause trouble for your son after hearing this? She dares? Don't be so loud. How about asking for her opinion first? I can't offend the Su family. I can't let her know that I'm the one who spread the gossip. Humph, then what are you here for? I have some relations with Spearmint Makeup, and this time they made a new product and sent it over to me first. It isn't anything too valuable, but I should still let mother and mother's friend try it first. What does our family not have? Do you need to be so extravagant? Oh my. These are new products that aren't in market yet from Spearmint Makeup. I heard that even the wife of the commanding officer needs to pre-order and line up. Is it really that good? Of course it is. After using it, your face will be smoother than an egg. What's more important to a woman than their face? You are really capable. These are all priceless things. How can I just accept them so easily? I'm only gifting presents that I got from someone else. It's good that Madam Lee likes it. If mother doesn't care for it, then leave it here. It'll count it as you displaying filial piety towards me. You have good things, yet you only show it when someone is present. Now I need to share with someone else. What a failure. I really hit the jackpot today. This mother-in-law of the original host is arrogant and prideful. She used schemes and tactics to marry into the Liang family, yet she wasn't even able to enjoy it for 2 days, before the Liang family became bankrupt. From a certain perspective, she's rather pitiful. Pitiful people have qualities that make them hateful. In order to marry into a rich family, she seduced her older sister's fiancé, causing her sister to commit suicide and ruined her family's reputation. We can only say that this is karma that's happening to her. Before the original host married in, she despised the fact that the host's family didn't have anyone with a high position within the military. After the original host's brother got a promotion, she then thought that the host was a sheltered lady with a bad attitude, so she bullied the host, causing the host to lose face in front of the Su family. It's said that even a submissive daughter-in-law will one day become a domineering mother-in-law. With these types of people, what's the point of enduring? Of course we need to use evil people to control her. I know a bit about the girl you mentioned earlier. My husband seems to like her a lot. Oh? Then since your man likes her so much, he can marry her in as a mistress. You can personally bring the marriage note and bring the person in, so people won't be saying bad things about your man. This old lady is too shameless. What, you don't want to? This. I have also mentioned to my husband before about bringing her in as a mistress. Oh my, Su family eldest young miss is so generous. Look, they fell for it. Later that night. Where is it? I remember that father had an expensive Western watch. Why can't I find it now? The cheating beepstart has been digging through cabinets and boxes since he came home. It must be because he saw Marshall Wei gifting a watch as a present, so he wanted to gift one too. That watch, I remember that the old madam gave it to her nephew from her maiden family a long time ago. Even a father's possessions have been taken advantage of. They're really like mother like son. That small amount of wealth from my father-in-law was spent by them in such a manner. Why is it still not here? Did Lucia take it? Didn't I already tell her not to touch my father's belongings? I wouldn't take my father-in-law's belongings so casually. Why don't you go ask mother where it went? Also, she's looking for you. Mother is looking for me? It's probably because Madam Lee said something this morning when she came over, so mother's mood isn't very good. The madam from the Lee residence really likes to spread rumors. How annoying. Let's go, we can watch the failure of a feudalistic culture. You brat, for that prostitute you got jealous and argued with Marshall Wei. You've humiliated me. Mother, Shouting and I are truly in love with each other. I want to marry her into the family. Mother, I'm begging you, please allow us to be together. This show is too entertaining. It's like they say, evil people should be dealt with by evil people. They're arguing rather loudly inside. I'm not allowing it. What part of that don't you understand? Mother, I'm begging you. In your dreams, I will definitely not allow that prostitute to enter our family. Shouting isn't like that. She's always kept herself pure, and she's smart and talented. Without her, I won't be able to continue living. Mother, this is the only thing I will beg of you as your son. Kuna, you, hurry and put down that knife. I'm begging you, don't ruin my happiness. The beep, what happens if he accidentally kills himself? Don't worry, even if mother-in-law dies, that cheating beepstart won't dare commit suicide, not with that selfishness of his. Continues to watch. Mother, her and I are each other's destined half. We can only fully become one when we're together. Forget it, arrange her to stay outside. She can't enter the Liang Residenque no matter what. Thank you, mother, for your kindness, then I will be going out now. But remember, if you want a prostitute, you must use your own money to take care of her. Don't even think of asking me for any money. She's finally convinced. But if I can't get any money from mother, then how can I compete with that Wei Qing? Lucia, why are you here? When did you come? My lord, I heard you and mother arguing, so I rushed over. Is it because of the family necessities? I was negligent before. You always need to network with people outside for your job, so you're too busy to manage the household. Troubles within the family are only temporarily. Why don't you sell some of my jewelry for now to get some money? I'm not desperate enough to sell your jewelry. This necklace is something she has worn since young. Now she's actually willing to give it me. You and I are husband and wife. As family, you don't need to be so polite. I can't allow my husband to feel ashamed in front of his co-workers. Lucia, do you really forgive me? I just wanted to give Shouting some presents. Husband and wife are meant to be one body, so you are my everything. No, I can't kick Lucia away because of Shouting. I should think through this more. Host, are you really this generous? That cheating bastard is clearly taking that to woo another woman. Don't worry, he will regret it. The present baiting isn't a young brat who hasn't seen treasures before. if she finds out that Liang Kun is gifting her my old things, she'll feel humiliated. I don't want it. What are you doing? I'm not that cheap, and won't use Su Luxia's common junk. You're being unreasonable. Luxia is willingly giving you these things to show her acceptance, yet you're being so demanding. If there's something I want, there is someone who will give it to me. I don't need any used items from anyone. I already told you to keep your distance from that Wei Qing, or else you would be no different to those other prostitutes. I only think of Marshal Wei as an older brother. How can you accuse us? There has never been woman who dares to hit a man. Luxia has never hit anyone. Why are you so wild? You're actually praising her in front of me? Then don't come to me, she is your wife. I've lost your mind. You men are always like this, so fickle in love. I came here, stayed here, it was all for you. I even gave my first time to you, don't you understand? I just want to be your legal wife, not a nameless mistress. This is all because of love, and there's nothing wrong with love. Shouting, I've thought about this too, but Luxia is different from you, she's someone who's willing to give everything to me, she can't live without me. And on my mother's side, anyways, calm down for a few days and then we can talk about it again. Brother Liang? How did this happen in the past? As long as I cried, Liang Kun would give in and agree to anything. 3 months later. Miss Su really is a hero among the women. No wonder my family's marshal speaks highly of you. Marshal Wei and I are friends. I help him because I trust and care about him. I never expected that you actually persuaded Master and the old madam to accept Miss Bai. It was a great help to the marshal. It was nothing, you're overpraising me. This is the Wei family's residence. Thank you. The Wei residence sure is big. This Marshal Wei isn't someone you want to provoke. Really? But host, I saw you talking pretty amiably with him before. That's because I am from the Su family. My father and older brother are well-known figures in the business and military circles. Plus the fact that the host is his white moonlight's best friend. How astute of you, since it's his beloved's best friend, how can he not be polite towards me? Then why did you matchmake Marshal Wei and the transmigrated woman? Because a dog will jump a wall when cornered, just like a rabbit will bite when panicked. You can't reach the goal if you don't force your way through. These past few days I've been doing business with the Wei family, and can be considered an old mahjong buddy of Madame Wei, just to see this tyrannical general's sadistic love. Madame Wei, I heard that your family's Wei Qing and that White Rose. Don't worry, my son is just playing around. Right, she's just a showgirl. In order to provoke Liang Kun to divorce his wife and marry her, Bai Ting feigned indifference towards him, while madly chasing and flirting with Wei Qing. Wei Qing is also quite the womanizer. Sometimes he dotes on Bai Ting, sometimes he's cold towards her, making her insecure and desperate for his love. The biggest obstacle for Bai Ting to marry into the Wei family is Madame Wei, but if the obstacle disappears, can Bai Ting resist the temptation? The madam is from a noble family. Why cause trouble for a weak girl like me? But even Mother Liang looks down on Bai Ting. How could Madame Wei accept her? Presumptuous, don't you know your own status? How dare you talk to me like this? So I gave her some advice. The marshal isn't that young anymore, yet he still refuses to find a wife. At the very least, he should have a mistress to take care of his needs. Only then did Madame Wei reluctantly agree. Since Bai Ting dares to intrude on her own, yet not having the ability to change the era, then she has no choice but to accept it. Host, you're such a petty woman. I'm flattered, you can continue praising me, I'm listening. But I'm not complimenting you. The young master is back. Madame Su, sorry to trouble you in coming today. Marshal, what are you saying? As business partners, shouldn't we take care of each other? Why is she here? Your boss, Madame Su, is my mother's mahjong buddy and she has helped me before, she's one of us. Her surname is Su? Is she related to Su Luxia? The original story never said that the Rose Dancing Hall belonged to the Su family. Marshal, you have good eyes, she is the star of my Rose Dancing Hall. Madam is too formal towards me, my mother even said that it's a pity you're already married, otherwise she would have encouraged me to pursue you. What? Wei Qing's mother nitpicks everything about me, yet is so kind and gentle towards this Madame Su. Thankfully she's a married woman. Bai Ting, what's wrong? Wei Qing was just kidding, I'm a married woman after all. Host, this beepstard couldn't have taken a fancy to you, could he? It's just that lately Madame Wei has been arranging blind dates for Wei Qing, and they're all ladies from prestigious families. Wei Qing must be rather annoyed. Oh, is that so? Isn't attacking two cheating bastards at once a little too difficult? Yeah, and they weren't interesting. Give me an outstanding dancing hall-owning woman and I'll marry her right away. Don't tease me anymore. That dancing hall of mine is just a plaything my relative gave to me since they got bored of it. These two shamelessly flirting scum. Originally, I was thinking to just observe for a bit, but now it seems like I'll have to make a move as soon as possible. But I came into this drama in the first place for Liang Kun. How could I possibly give up on him? But Wei Qing, I don't want to give up on him either. These two men, I want them both. Stop right there. What are you holding there? You actually dare to take things from the family to sell? This servant is innocent, old madam. It was master who said to gift this to. Gift this to. I'll talk. It's a present for White Rose of the Rose Dancing Hall. That cheap whore dares to take advantage of my Liang family? The clearing blue sky waits for the misty rain as I was waiting for you. White Rose, you always reject my invitation. Today you must drink a cup with me. Stay away, let go of me, don't touch me, someone, hurry and get him off me. I'm a guest here. If I want you to drink with me, then you have to drink with me. I am Minister Ma's only son, who dares to touch me? As expected, you are a whore. Ouch. And where did this beep come from? Why are you guys still watching and not dragging her out? I'm warning you, don't ever think about entering our Liang family's door in this life. How dare you deceive a man into stealing the family's heirlooms for you? You filthy shameless thing. Liang family, could she be Brother Kun's mother? Is that true? Such a shameless person. There are so many men seduced by her. If Marshal Wei finds out, I'm afraid he'll be disgusted to death. I thought she was some white lotus flower, turns out to be some fake-ass noble. I didn't, Aunt Liang, Brother Kun and I are sincerely in love. Whore, I feel sick when I see you, a slut like you should be beaten to death and thrown into the sewers. Smash up this place for me. No, stop it, you guys stop, these are mine, you guys are breaking the law. Ouch. Shouting, who dares to hurt you? Shouting, are you okay? I will absolutely not let these people off. Madam, are you all right? She seems to have lost consciousness. There's so much blood. It's about time. Oh dear, it's already this late. Thank you very much for today's interview, madam. I hope your article will satisfy me. Madam, there's an accident downstairs backstage. Someone was hurt. I'll go take a look. If you don't mind, we'll go too. What happened? Where's security? This is a classic battle of pulling hair and tearing clothes. Lucia, there was a lunatic that hummed shouting, quickly call a car, I need to bring her to the hospital. I didn't expect that there would still be so much material while interviewing Madame Su. This news will definitely be hot, we have to be the first ones to release it. It's this crazy woman, she should be locked up immediately. I want her in the police station. Mother? My God, it's actually Madame Liang. Mother? I kicked my own mother? You actually hit your mother because of a showgirl, you're really a scumbag. Filial piety towards parents have actually dropped to such a low level. Is the new society actually developing or is it ruining the morals of the world? I've had enough of this. Miss Bai, Mr. Liang hit his mother for you, what are your thoughts on this? Our country is one that puts filial piety as our priority, you know. What does it have to do with me? Stop pestering me. They actually ended it for each other themselves. Isn't that exciting and unexpected? Please step aside, allow the injured to be sent to the hospital first. Mr. Liang, Madam has asked you to come this way to hide from the drama. Please don't delay the time for medical care, and don't cause any inconvenience for my husband. Lucia. Hurry and go, those reporters aren't easy to deal with. Why is Lucia here? Right, this is a business of the Su family, she probably secretly came here because she wanted to see shouting. But during a critical moment, she withheld her jealousy and a woman's weakness to stand up for me with confidence. Compared to the stupidity she showed before, Lucia is acting more and more like a woman of the new generation. I think I treated her. Leave. Get out of here, Scram. You got injured in my dance hall, so as the boss I need to come and see. After all, you are my living advertisement. Who exactly are you? You can't be Su Lucia. You didn't act like this towards me before. The Su Luxia within the drama is clearly someone who's a useless and ugly fatty that acts kind. You don't look anything like her. You look like you're not doing well. Are you okay? You're lying to me, right? You are sent by Su Luxia to trick me. Call Liang Kun over here. I want to confront him. Don't bother wasting your energy. I only came to inform you that you are fired from Rose Dance Hall. What, are you serious? That time, you tricked me to sing at Rose Dance Hall to earn money for you, and now you're trying to cut me off and keep the benefits. At present, everything you know is already taught to other people and you also carry a bad reputation now. Why should I keep you? You don't need to come to Rose Dance Hall anymore. You. How can you treat me like this? The success of Rose Dance Hall and Spearmint Makeup should all be mine. Do you still have any morals? How unexpected. Miss Bai would ask me this one day. Host, be careful. If you're stabbed by a knife, I only have 39 ways to save you. It's you who knew firsthand that my husband was already married, yet you seduced him and humiliated me on the streets. You're the one who used hurtful words and lies to accuse me and the Su family, causing our split in the first place. It's you who ruined my marriage, acting arrogantly in my house, causing me to be mistreated in the first place. What right do you have to say that I have no morals? I just like him. How am I wrong? It's not my fault. You came here by yourself, leaving your parents behind, only for a man that you don't even know. Is it worth it? What does she mean? Does she know that I transmigrated here? Impossible. She most likely thinks that I'm a girl from the countryside that came to the city to make it big. A lame person within the drama dares to say this about me. If it weren't for you, I would have already accomplished my goal. Why do you have to exist? People like you deserve any type of karma ending. There's nothing else to say. Thank God, it's the tactic of not fighting but using words to attack. Su Luxia, you deserve to die. I'm merely supposed to be the female lead. What right do you have to make fun of me and block my path? Host, be careful. You beep, go and die. Stop. Luxia. Luxia, are you alright? Shouting, what are you doing? How can you make a move against Luxia? Aren't I the one you love? Why are you caring for Su Luxia now? You don't need to say any more. Luxia helped you publicly and privately so much, yet you don't know how to be grateful but instead hurt her. For you, I first offended Marshal Wei, then I hurt my own mother, my reputation becoming trash. Don't you feel guilty? You voluntarily did all these things, yet now you're blaming me? Host, the angle you took to hide just now was already calculated beforehand, wasn't it? You definitely calculated it. Don't talk anymore. Let's clean your wounds first, then get an examination. Nothing is more important than your health. Okay, I'll listen to you. This pair of scum, one is a two-faced beep, the other is a cheating bastard who says he loves me yet throws all the blame to me. They're all lying to me. I will make you guys regret it. Bai Ting, what are you doing? You two follow me to the rooftop, or else I'm going to make a move on you guys. Su Luxia, do you think you've won? I will make you cry while leaving. Newspaper office. There has been no big news since we interviewed Madame Su. There's someone planning to jump off the rooftop of Kind-Hearted Hospital. You guys hurry and go check it out. Yes. Excuse me, we are reporters from the newspaper office. What happened? Someone's jumping off the building. I can't see clearly. Why does this person look similar to that white rose? How about it? If you do not agree, then I'll jump down. I will throw the knife to your feet and yell that it was you guys who forced me, and say that you guys are murderers. You want to enter the Liang family, I agree, don't be rash. I want you and Liang Kun to divorce. Wasn't all the effort you put in so that you can be together with him? Warning from the higher-ups of the movie Queen's acting, get ready, action. Is it wrong for me to love him? What are you acting all innocent about? So disgusting, men are just blind. You. I won't give my husband away to someone like you. The cheating beep-star's soft-hearted points have already reached 20%. Enough, you can jump if you want, I won't allow you to hurt my wife. The cheating beep-star's soft-hearted points have already reached 40%. Now you guys are acting as one. Are you wanting me to jump down and die, so you two can live happily? Back then, why did I transmigrate here for this kind of person? What if I yell out the disgusting things that Liang Kun did right here? Bai Ting, you also love him, how can you ruin him? The cheating man's soft-hearted points have already reached 60%. Only a good-for-nothing like you would care for this coward. I'm not interested. Does he think I really love him? Stop being so foolishly sentimental. I am a woman that Marshall Way treasures in the palm of his hands. What cars and mansions can I not have? Why would I be interested in a poor man who relies on his wife's dowry gifts to survive? The only thing he has that's useful is his face. Bai Ting, I saw you in the wrong light, Bai Ting. In my heart, Liang Kun will always be my strong, reliable husband. You are too shallow. Thanks to the enemy's effort, the cheating man's soft-hearted points have already reached 70%. I don't have the time to listen to your affections. All of Liang Kun's evidence is in my hands. I am well aware of all the things he did. If you don't divorce, then I'll jump down. All of his secrets will be exposed. I want to make Su Luxia also have a taste of being abandoned by that cheating bastard for his reputation. I will not divorce, even if... Stop acting so affectionate, you cheating beepstard. I'll agree to divorce Liang Kun. Only if you can forgive him. The cheating man's soft-hearted points have already reached 80%. Luxia, don't leave me. From the moment you married me, you are my everything. I will do anything for you. Even if I have to leave, as long as your heart still has me, Luxia, will not have any regrets. Host, bear with it. No matter how happy you are, you cannot laugh. It's 90% already. Don't fail and waste your efforts. Luxia, I've let you down, Luxia. What are you pretending for? If you really had such deep feelings for her, how could you have almost divorced her for me? Host, you broke the record. You only spent half an hour to get a full percentage of the soft-hearted points. Modest, let's be modest. Bai Ting also played a part in this. Let's keep a low profile. Su Luxia, stand right there. Even if you became prettier, you still have that kind personality from the drama. Let me tell you the truth. I lost interest in Liang Kun a long time ago. I only forced you to divorce because I wanted to make you feel unhappy. For a feudal woman like you, did you feel that the whole sky fell down on you? Did you misunderstand something? Bye-bye, Liang Kun will be taken care of by you from now on. How can you still smile so happily? Madam Su, was the woman trying to jump down, White Rose? Are you and your husband in a relationship crisis? Can we have a more detailed interview? Everyone, please calm down. There's something I need to announce. Mr. Liang Kun and I have already agreed to divorce. Altoag, I will take away my dowry gifts. I will still serve my heavily injured mother-in-law and help my former husband. Madam Su is really the example of a good wife. You have great filial piety for caring about your former mother-in-law. Madam Su, I should call you Miss Su now. You're so generous even though your former husband cheated on you. I also support my husband to search for a new love and will help them when they are struggling. Many days later. Why are there still so many people? Will I be able to buy it? Mother-in-law really knows how to trouble me. Why does it have to be this store? I heard that the owner of this store is an extraordinary woman. Even though her husband and her are divorced, she's still taking care of her mother-in-law who's injured in bed. My madam also said to come to this shop. She said the products here are good, and the owner is a kind-hearted person. The gift box for this week is all sold out. Those waiting for the gift box can reserve for next week. So quick? Why is this new store also sold out? The shop owner is amazing. Her silk face mask is only given in the gift box. I want the body lotion. Liang residence. Madam. No, young miss, are you ready? Let's go. Miss, why are you dressed like this? You're not going to ride the car and leave through the back door? I don't have any need to hide myself. That year, I was brought in through the front door of the Liang residence. Today, I naturally will be leaving through the front door. I've been wearing the qipao for so long, I should relax a bit. Before, why didn't you seem so excited like this? Because this time I finally can become the richest lady and walk to the pinnacle of my life. Wasn't your dream to be the mistress of 10 cute guys? You're acting bitter because you've never experienced this happiness before. I have. When I pooped out the birthstone, I was also feeling like this. Big brother? Hop on, when you got married, it was me who carried you out. It should also be me who brings you back home. Madam, take us with you, I'm begging you, don't abandon me. Back then, it was master who did those things. This servant didn't dare do anything. Did what things? The old madam ordered the servants to use the money off of madam's personal bank account. The master clearly knew everything about it, but he continued to allow the old madam to do it. When madam asked more about it, master would become angry, and he would start beating madam. This old madam is too shameless, they are worse than animals. They told me that it was my fault for not being able to manage it. So scary. The Liang family is supposed to be a large clan with a reputation. Where does the Liang family still have money? The master spends a lot of money to indulge in his pleasures and uses relations to get a living. He only relies on madam's dowry gifts. I will definitely not forgive him, this scum. Big brother, don't be too angry. Are you still planning to plead for him? I only hope that this doesn't affect mother-in-law Liang. She's still someone I need to pay my respects to. Lucia, get on the horse. You guys watch that servant carefully. Let's go. You really are a well-mannered child. It would be anyone's fortune to be able to marry the Su family's daughter. That scum named Liang didn't know how to cherish you. Host, it isn't your style to not fully crush them, you know. That's because she still has a purpose later on. This era talks about opening the civilization, but it's still harsh towards women. If I don't use them to bring up my good reputation, how can I repay the care I got from the Liang family? I also know the story plot that Bai Ting knows. I have a use for the person she does not want to save. Allowing Wei Qing's white moonlight, who will get into an accident, to return home earlier is an important step. Excuse me. Is Lucia here? Wei Qing's white moonlight, Su Lucia's childhood friend. You came back. Lucia. Xiao Wei. I really can't believe it, you actually became this skinny. Allowing someone who died because of a plane accident to avoid death is but a simple matter. This lady's name is Wen Xiao Wei. In the original story, she is Su Lucia's childhood friend and also Marshal Wei's white moonlight. You actually got married while I was studying abroad. As soon as I heard you were coming back, I immediately got divorced, so you don't have to live your life alone. You skinny little monkey, are you getting bullied? This auntie will help you teach her a lesson. Ah, don't poke me. She is straightforward, generous, and is from a distinguished family, but due to various reasons she's only acquaintances with Marshal Wei. I didn't expect to be their matchmaker, even though I don't find that Wei guy to be reliable at all. The host is also at that age to worry over children and marriage. Shut up, I will always be 18 years old. Hurry and tell me if you missed me, did you? I can guarantee a certain someone misses you more than I do. Huh? What do you think of this place of mine? Wow, you actually have such dance hall like this. Do I get free drinks when I come here? Oh? Then you sing in exchange for the drinks. What does it matter, cheapskate? This is Miss Wen, my best friend. Hello, Miss Wen, this way, please. Oh my God, Wei. It's Senior Wei, am I dreaming? You know each other? Of course, he was the male god of the school that I studied at in Germany. I like him a lot, but he's always been cold due towards me. Cold? You say. Go go go. No, I'll be nervous, he really doesn't like me. Marshal Wei, it's been a while, let me introduce to you my best friend, Wen Xiao Wei, she just came back from Germany. Xiao Wei, ah no, junior sister Wen, why didn't you tell me you were coming back, ahem. If I had known sooner, I would have prepared a reception for you. Yeah. Just who doesn't like who? Just who is the cold one here? Half a month later. I'm so sleepy I could die. When Wei Qing asked Xiao Wei out, why do they always invite me along? They were cold towards one another before, but now that they have confirmed their feelings, they can't bear to be apart from one another, it's so sickly sweet. Hey, what are you looking at so intently? I'm just randomly chatting, nothing else. Let me tell you directly, you go along with it, yes, and you can't. I know lately I've neglected my duties and have been greedily making money, but I've also been pushing the plot quietly. On one hand, I'm aggressively helping Wei Qing and Wen Xiao Wei, while aggravating that cheating bastard and his mother on the other. It's been hard on me. Host, if you are too tired, then take a rest. We've recently had several new patients in our psychiatry department. I'll force myself. Reporting, Madam, old Madam Liang is back again. Let's go meet her together. The drama I wanted to see most is coming. Hey, at least try pretending a little more. I really don't want to live anymore, Su Lucia. You won't have a peaceful death. You bullied us widow and son, you're shameless. Old Madam Liang, you should watch your mouth. Give back the Liang family house to me. How could you let a disabled old woman like me live in a dilapidated courtyard? The deed to the house and the land was given to me by Liang Kun during the divorce. Why are you suddenly blaming me now? You take it just because he gives it to you? How shameless can you be? By marrying you, the Liang family will be plagued with bad luck for 8 lifetimes. Shall we calculate how much debt I've covered over the past few years after marrying into the Liang family? The debt you accrued, the salaries of the servants in our house, the money Liang Kun used for bribes, your living expenses, which of these wasn't covered by me? You married into the Liang family. Is doing what is expected of you such an injustice? Before I married into the Liang family, I paid for half of the mortgage for the house, so shouldn't it belong to me after I redeemed it? You and my son were a married couple, how dare you say that? Wow, this madam's shamelessness and ability to make an unreasonable scene is unparalleled. I'm really learning a lot. I'm also learning a lot, these types of people should just piss off. There's no rush, old Madame Liang still has her uses later. Anyways, if you don't return the house, I'll tell the whole city that you stole the deed to the land and the house. I'll see how you'll be able to do business then. Don't be in such a rush. It's not like I can't give the house back to you. I can also forget about the debt you incurred. Really? You won't settle those scores with me? Liang Kun and I were married once, after all, although our fate is now over. I don't want to see him all alone. As long as Liang Kun and Bai Ting get married, I will return the house to you. Nonsense, how can a showgirl marry into the Liang family? Do you want your reputation or the house? Figure it out yourself. Servants, escort the guest out. Host, you're addicted to matchmaking now? How could you match them together? Of course it's to add fuel to the fire. Ever since Liang Kun disappointed her, Bai Ting's changed her target to Wei Qing and intends to put all her effort into capturing him. However, because when Xiaowei came home, Wei Qing has totally ignored Bai Ting's existence, leaving her unable to start anything. Tonight, let us enjoy the live version of the nefariously charming warlord and his substitute lover. Lucia, you came. In order to thank Miss Su, tonight everything is on me, everyone. Orders something expensive to contribute to Miss Su's business. Sheesh, hurry and sit down, so embarrassing. The marshal has finally met someone who can control him. When will you marry the madam home? Tomorrow I'll go to the Wen residence and ask for her hand. Marshal Wei is the man. Wonderful, don't forget to invite us to the wedding. Don't forget to give me money as a thank you for the matchmaking. You will be compensated, just shut up already. Lucia, us sisters should have a toast and ignore that bunch of idiotic men. Wen Xiaowei? Didn't Wen Xiaowei die? How could she appear here? No wonder Wei Qing has been hiding from me recently. Beep beep. Shame on you. You man-stealing homewrecker. Even if you aren't dead, you think you can snatch what's mine? This is called fortune knocks once at every man's door. Has heaven ever spared anyone? Cheat on others and others will cheat on you. You shameless beepstard, you dare to make me the third party in our relationship? White Rose. Why are you causing a scene? You dare to cheat on me, yet you're asking me why I'm causing a scene? Who are you? He's my man, tell me what trouble am I causing? I have no relationship with her. Who knows where she popped out from? Back then, you were the one who sent flowers and jewelry, trying to win me over, and took me away from here. Who doesn't know about it? Mind explaining this to me? Xiaowei, I loved you since the beginning and will continue to the end. She's only a singer from a dancing hall. Xiaowei. Marshal, you shouldn't chase after her. You should first clear your ties with White Rose first. But Xiaowei. I'll go talk to her. As long as you clear up the situation, Xiaowei isn't someone who's unreasonable. Su Lucia, this beep, she is definitely taking revenge on me. Su Lucia, you two-faced dog, stop interfering with our relationship, my relationship with Wei Qing. I have no relationship with you. Before I thought she had some similar characteristics to Xiaowei, but now I realize that it was all just a blind imitation. Miss Bai probably misunderstood something before. I only got close to you because I appreciated your talents. If you need some reward, you can go find my subordinate, but please don't cause any trouble for my fiancé. What nonsense are you blabbering? You don't have a fiancé, you can't lie to me. Miss Bai, let go. You scumbag, you said you wanted to marry me. Miss Bai, please refrain from doing this kind of useless thing again. Stop right there. Do you believe that I will not harass that woman? I will harm her. I will not let her live a good life. Marshal. How should we deal with this woman? You, how could you? This servant apologies for neglect of duties. I actually thought that this crazy woman was like Xiao Wei. What a joke. I am a soldier and also a man. I see no woman in my eyes, only an enemy. Throw her out. Scram, don't dirty the eyes of our marshal. So what are you angry about? Of course it's not that I don't have confidence, I just don't like him tricking me. So you're going to give him up to someone else? Don't even think about it, I'm not so generous, I just can't spoil him. A singer is not enough for me to care about. The cause of my divorce has connections to this singer. My former husband was so attracted to her that he couldn't stop, although there's not much of a threat anymore, don't underestimate her. She has some skills? Then I'll have some fun with her? Xiao Wei looks generous and dignified, she actually but has this kind of personality? Madam One from the drama manages the 8 concubines within her residence very well. How could her daughter be a simpleton? Why have you only returned now? Do you want an old grandma like me to die in this dilapidated place? Mother, I was really busy at work, did you prepare food? All the servants followed that woman named Sue and left. You also don't have a woman, which means no one can cook. I'm still hungry. Why don't we go out and eat? I'll get my salary in 2 days. We should at least change this tea to a newer one. Son, go get our residence back. I really can't live here anymore, you are killing me here. Mother, the residence was redeemed by Lucia. I don't care, that is my residence, no one should take it away. I can't live anymore, I'm this old, yet there's no one to care for me when I'm sick, no one to prepare my food, no one to care. Stop making a scene, I can agree to anything but this, stop troubling me. I'm also worried about you, but we don't have the money to hire a servant right now. Then you can marry a woman to take care of me, this shouldn't be asking too much. There isn't anyone willing to marry me right now. Isn't that Bai Ting deeply in love with you? Then marry her home. Sorry Miss Bai, our boss does not want to see you. Can you make an exception? I was once the pillar of Rose Dance Hall, back then, your boss wanted to hire me badly. You may leave. I walked around all of the city, yet not a single dance hall is willing to me for work. I will definitely trample Su Lucia underfoot. My clothes are dirty now, so unlucky. Didn't boss really love that white rose before? Why didn't he accept her? What white rose? She's just a prostitute, you think she's dignified and pure? Plus, the owner of Rose Dance Hall already said, whoever dares use white rose, she'll buy out their dance hall. I heard that Rose Dance Hall has a new member called Snow Beauty, she's the example of gorgeous. As expected, it's Su Lucia that's playing tricks. The owner of Rose Dance Hall is quite impressive, to be able to take everything away from her former husband through divorce. I heard that he doesn't even have a house anymore, the Liang family had to move out. How could that be? Thank goodness I didn't marry that scum with brother Luo Yi's face. I should go home and get an umbrella first. What are you guys doing? Who took my things? You already owe me 2 months of rent, don't be shameless when I give you some kindness, if you don't leave, I'll start breaking these things. Please accommodate me, I'll be able to find a job immediately. Who doesn't know that you were thrown out because you were seducing someone else's man? It's all that woman's accusations. Let me live here for a few more days, if I die outside then it's all your fault. Don't be shameless when I give you some kindness, take your trash and scram. Madam, your fur coat is really pretty, madam, will there be a show by Snow Beauty tonight? Madam, I already allowed Marshal Wei to rest in the room upstairs. Serve him properly. I still have a bunch of things left in the dance hall, I must take them back today. When I get my hands on those things, I'll go far away, who can control me? That is my exclusive dressing table and the camellia flower necklace, that I wore before, how dare this shameless woman use it? Snow Beauty, get ready to go on stage. Coming. I need to take advantage of the fact that no one is backstage and hurry. I need to bear with it for now and take the most valuable ones and leave. Bai Ting, you actually fell to the point of stealing? I'm only taking back what belongs to me, I'm not stealing. These accessories are exclusively given to the most popular singer of the Rose Dance Hall. When you were the most popular singer, you had the right to use them, but it does not mean that it is yours. Su Lucia, you beep, you're seeking revenge to try and get back at me. This is the last little bit of respect I have in not telling the security guards to throw you out already. I can't give up, I will make Su Lucia regret. I will use my last chance to hold on to Wei Qing. Su Lucia, I want to see Wei Qing. Why should I help you? I don't need you to help me. I only need you to allow me to go on stage to sing a song. As long as Wei Qing sees me singing, he will definitely remember that his true love is me. Then, he will help me go against Su Luxia. What, are you scared? Okay, I want to see what other cards you have to play. Ever since I had you, my life is full of miracles. Isn't that White Rose? I have almost forgotten. Didn't she leave? Why is she still staying here? Is she pestering Luxia? It's because of her that Luxia and Wei Qing will definitely be moved by my song. The ocean can wither, the rocks can break, the sky can collapse. This is my last time singing at Rose Ballroom. I want to tell you, as long as I can be by your side, it's fine if you treat me as a cat or a dog because I love you. Even if I become a mistress, I'm willing to right now, as long as I have the power of the Wei family, it will be the end of Su Luxia. Isn't this move too shameless? What happens if Wei Qing is truly moved by it? No need to worry. Where did this singer come from? She really does not know the rules. Honestly speaking, Bai Ting is just a stupid child that read a lot of romance novels. She doesn't understand, no matter male or female, if they look for an unequal love where one side must bow in submission, then what they get in return is destined to be this kind of ending. Didn't he say that he loved me? I'm already being so humble, yet he's actually pretending that I don't exist? This Bai Ting is really a whore. Before, I was really blind to be interested in her. For this type of woman, my whole family is separated. My Luxia also left me. I am also a shameless piece of scum. Scum like me are not worthy of being with Luxia. Next day. Scram. Marshal, if you don't come out, then I won't leave. Bai Ting's life can only be saved by you. It is said that a fierce woman is afraid of a pestering man. A shameless person is unrivaled under heaven. It seems that I have underestimated this transmigrated girl. She's really going all out. And my best friend isn't lacking in methods for going against Beep Beep. When Bai Ting is pretending to be pitiful, Xiao Wei will act even more vulnerable. She will never be forceful. Xiao Wei, don't be angry anymore. I'm just worried. How could I be angry? Marshal Wei can only hold his anger inside him, and hold a grudge against Bai Ting for causing trouble. Why doesn't Wei Qing directly kill her? Because right now, society is promoting open democracy. If Wei Qing simply dealt with Bai Ting, then it would give society grounds to talk and he would be troubled endlessly. I'm really annoyed at this woman. It's a new era now, else I would have already. Marshal, don't be so violent. It's not like there isn't a way to solve this problem. What methods do you have? I will definitely cooperate. Luxia, stop beating around the bush. If that Bai Ting continues to make a ruckus, then I will also be humiliated. Lure her into a trap and cut off her way of escape. 3 days later. Did you hear? Marshal Wei and Miss Wen had an argument. He's been sleeping in his office every day and hasn't come out. I heard that Marshal Wei had no choice but to be engaged with Miss Wen. His true love seemed to be surnamed Bai. I knew it. I need to sneak in. Hello, please show your certifications. Miss Wen has sent a letter to Marshal Wei. Please come in, go up to the 3rd floor, it'll be the 2nd room on your left. Humph, Wei Qing always says that he runs his army strictly, but didn't I still manage to sneak in easily? Since he's not here, I'd better hurry. When Wei Qing comes back, I need to think of a way for him to drink this hallucinogen then. At that time, he will definitely recall my good qualities. Don't move, put your hands up. Sneaking into my office? And planning to poison me? Speak, who sent you here? I only wanted to meet the marshal. I didn't put in any poison. Didn't put in any poison? Then what is this? It's only a hallucinating drug. I only wanted you to. Stop with your beep beep. Take her away and imprison her. Marshal, I'm innocent. I love you so much. Why would I harm you? Mr. Liang? Is something wrong? Luxia, I'm just sheltering from the rain. I'll leave now. It's raining really hard outside. Come up and have a seat, drink a cup of hot tea. This is this year's new Longjing tea. You used to love this. Thanks. It's like back when we hadn't divorced yet. If we could go back to the old days, how good would that be? I really wish time would stop, that way I could look at her longer. Cheating beep-starred Liang is looking at you. His eyes are glued on you. So disgusting. Madam, soldiers are here saying that they need to ask you something. Miss Su, Bai Ting from your dance hall has attempted to harm Marshal Wei. She said you were the one who ordered her. please follow us. Have you guys made a mistake? It's definitely Bai Ting who's bearing her hatred and speaking nonsense. Seeing how Mr. Liang is so anxious, could it be that you're also involved in this? Take him away too. I'll go with you, don't waste any more time. I believe that the marshal will be reasonable. This Mr. Liang was only coincidentally sheltering from the rain in here. This matter has no connections with him. Even at this time, Lucia is still protecting me. How can someone like me be worthy of your protection? Who are you? You can't just barge in here. Why hasn't Lucia been released yet? I want to see Wei Qing move away. Stop him. The marshal is still interrogating the newly arrested suspect. Don't disturb him. Lucia, don't be afraid, I'm here. If the marshal didn't say to let him in without revealing anything, I would have had him arrested a long time ago. Breaking into a marshal's residence is a huge crime. Lucia, I'm here to save you. You actually dared to barge into my marshal residence? One is your former wife, the other is your former lover. No wonder you're so anxious. Wei, Marshal Wei. Marshal Wei, I beg of you to release Lucia. How could she have done those things? It's definitely a misunderstanding. Of course I know it's a misunderstanding, it's just that Bai Ting couldn't harass me successfully, so she's trying to harm Su Lucia. She wants to bring Su Lucia down along with her. This Bai Ting annoys me greatly, but it's a new era now, without evidence. I can't do anything to her. Now I can use this and make it into a case. Wouldn't it make Bai Ting disappear from my sight? Unfortunately, Su Lucia will be affected by this in some way. How could you do this? Aren't you treating a life as if it's nothing? You're not being reasonable. Reasonable? When have you ever heard of a warlord being reasonable? But seeing Mr. Liang, I now have a new idea. The situation will depend on whether you cooperate or not. Say it, as long as you release Lucia, I'll agree to anything. Done. Done with what? When you guys decided to act together, you didn't even think of telling me about it. I thought that one with surname Wei really wanted to do something to you. Big brother Su, don't be mad anymore. Here, drink some tea to calm down. Now that we finished our act, it's time to release Bai Ting. It's almost time for the big finale of the lovers finally marrying each other. Few days later. Rickshaw, how much does it cost to go to the train station? Miss, that'll be 2 dimes. Why is it so expensive? Whatever, it's not too far, I'll just walk there. Su Lucia, Wei Qing, I will never forgive you guys. I am a transmigrated girl. What do I not know? Wait till I ride the train to another city. Sooner or later, I'll meet another handsome, caring, and powerful man. When that time comes, don't blame me for being harsh. Come home with me. I want you to marry me. Why are you pestering me? You have nothing now. How could I follow you to experience hard days? You have no choice. This is what you owe her. It is also what I owe her. Where is this? Why am I here? Right, I was kidnapped by Liang Kun. I need to escape and call the police. You can't escape. This is the agreement between Wei Qing and me. As long as I marry you, then take you away from this city, he will let you go. What is Wei Qing worth? Liang Kun, listen to me. I actually transmigrated here. Do you know what's transmigration? You should just follow me. When we become rich, we will not let off any one of those people who bullied us. Bai Ting, you've already gone mad. You're speaking nonsense, and in your heart, Lucia also counts as someone that bullied you, right? And I will not give you any chance to harm her. Marry me, or else I will kill you. Then I will tell others that you died of an illness and marry your ghost. Mad Liang Kun, you're the madman. Do you feel very excited to be attending your former husband's wedding for the first time? There are still many chances in the future. I can familiarize myself with the process. The groom and bride are here to drink the wine for blessings. I'm thankful to everyone for coming to attend my wedding. This is my second marriage. Today, I would like to take the opportunity to say a few words. For my whole life, I have been worth nothing. I didn't devote myself to society, didn't respect my parents, and didn't love my former wife. I also cheated with my newlywed wife. I scolded, raised a hand, and humiliated my former wife. However, my former wife never counted my mistakes and continued to take care of me and my mother after divorce. I only realized my mistake recently, and have married Bai Ting, allowing my former wife to be free of pain, and also allow us to suffer together as repayment. As expected of the male lead of the story, He has some noticeable good traits after he realized the truth. It's my first time meeting a bastard that can't be abused any further. Let's go. Bai Ting and I hindered the first half of your life. We will repay you with the next half of our lives. Our mission can now be considered accomplished. Do you want to return to the main space? I plan to play some more in this little world. I want to meet Bai Ting in 3 years. Huh. Besides, I'm not considering a relationship in this reality. You're definitely up to no good when you're this close. But I'm missing a man to help me hold my bags, so. You understand me, little guy. Again? I like being a bamboo rat. 3 years later. Extra. Patriotic businesswoman Su Lucia invested heavily in a mechanical factory. Give me a newspaper. Okay, hold it well. How did you wash these clothes? There's another hole in it. How can you be my daughter-in-law? You can't even do this properly. Quickly finish washing these 3 baskets of clothing, or else we won't have money to buy rice. I'll sew it immediately. Beep, old hag, you only know how to order me around. Ouch. Yo, Bai Ting, long time no see. Su Lucia? What are you here for? After all that has happened, are you here to make fun of me? Miss Bai, please have some respect. Mind your manners, don't dirty my owner's clothes. Lucia. Why are you here? The Liang family's house is no longer useful to me. I came to return the title deed for the house to you. Forget it, that house was redeemed back by you. It should be yours. Why aren't you taking it? This was originally the Liang family's property. It's ours. I'm the head of the household. If I say I don't want it, then I don't want it. Get back inside and stop embarrassing me. This is a house. I don't want to live in this rundown building. It's fine if you don't want it. I'll convert it to money and donate it to a charity under the name of Liang Kun. It'll count as you doing a good deed. Right, Bai Ting, I want to ask you something. If time could be rewound, would you regret your previous actions? What's there to regret? I should be the female lead. You were the one who ruined my happiness. Fine, then I'm leaving. We will never meet again. I wanted to give her another chance. If she was truly regretful, I would have erased her memories and sent her back to her original world. Exactly, yet she rejected it. I really can't understand what that transmigrated girl is thinking. Oh right, let's go back to the main space tomorrow. We have not seen the results from the 10 continuous spins from last time yet. What, really? We can finally go back. Plus, I'm a system. Why did I have to become a human and help you do labor? And I have to wear clothes. That's so troublesome. You're so excited to be going back, little guy. When will you grow up? Host, what right do you have to say that about me? Aren't you always declaring that you are forever 18? What the beep is this? This. They're all empty. Even the probability of drawing these is much lower than getting a specially super rare SSR item. Boss, you can be considered a lucky king in another sense. I might as well just use up all my points and choose a 100 times spin. Don't be rash. By the way, there's a new mission. Let's quickly take a look at it, esteemed host. I can only depend on abusing scum to right my mood. Yes. My luck on getting missions is pretty bad as well. Why is it an unchallenging world caused by some no-brainer issue again? But a dramatic school romance novel, that girl is damn wild. I hate school bullying the most. Transporting to the selected world soon. May the host please get ready. 3, 2, 1.